In this video, I'm going to start painting my fantasy map of the Oxgate region, which is located in our campaign world Eastern Farraway. I will also show you a couple of film clips from Sweden, where I recently spent a weekend playing role-playing games together with my friends. I will begin by erasing the thin pencil lines from my sketches before I start using the watercolors. Since it has been a week since I did the final inking of the map, I know that it is completely dry by now. But to be honest, I'm still a little bit worried about that the ink hasn't dried properly, since I nearly ruined the map earlier with my ink smudge accident. I like the colors that I used for the Buckwild map, and I think I will use a similar color scheme for this map. Here are a couple of the mini-maps that I did earlier this year, where I experimented with different colors and styles. When I painted the maps, I added a small dot of each color that I had used below the painting, which I can use as references now. For the title banner of the map, I started by painting a thin layer of burnt sienna, and then I gradually build up the colors layer by layer. And for those who are interested, I am using the Winsor & Newton watercolor travel set that I got as a Christmas gift last year. Since I grew up in Sweden, Scandinavian nature, folklore and Norse legends have always been a massive inspiration for my fantasy writing and world building. Winter is around the corner. Most trees have lost all the leaves and the days are growing shorter. There is something magical about Scandinavian nature that makes it so easy to fall in love with it, or at least I believe so. I spent a whole weekend at a small cabin playing role-playing games with my friends from our old Dungeons and Dragons group. We have been playing together for 25 years or so, and we built our campaign world Eastern Farraway together. It is a fantasy world that is heavily influenced by J.R.R. Tolkien and many other fantasy authors, and it has grown over the years. Initially, we explored Northern Farraway, but we lost the original map during a move, so we left the region and moved over to Eastern and Western Farraway. For the last 10 years or so, I think we have been playing mainly in Eastern and Western Farraway, and all of our books are set in Eastern Farraway. If you have any questions about fantasy world building or Eastern Farraway, leave a comment below. I read all of them, and it's a nice way of connecting. For the title banner and the map legend, I added a mixture of grey and burnt umber to create more colour variation and depth, building it up layer by layer. I'm not too concerned about leaving watermarks, because I can always go back and activate the colours again and soften the transition. To create lighter highlights on the title banner and the map legend, I used something that I believe is called the lifting technique. It means that I will use some water to reactivate the colors and then remove some of it with a piece of tissue. I then added a small amount of yellow to get a warmer color and some variation. And this is how far I came today with my painting of the Oxgate map. It is so exciting to see the map coming alive with colours, and I'm actually quite pleased with the result so far. Next week I will continue painting the fantasy map, and I hope that you will join me then. Until then, have a wonderful and creative day, wherever you are.